Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review, without spoilers, of Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Now, I was looking forward to this movie, one of my most anticipated movies of the year. Uh, the movie that came out a few years ago, that Godzilla, the one directed by Gareth Edwards, I didn't hate it. I just hated that aspect of it that you didn't get to see Godzilla. Every time they kept showing him and they kept cutting away from him, and that pissed me off and a lot of people off. That they kept basically teasing and you didn't see Godzilla to the very end. Okay, so this movie I was looking forward to because you see from the trailers and stuff, and hopefully it was assuming when you see the movie that you're going to see the monsters better, and you had more monsters in this, and you're going to see them better, and see them actually fighting each other and stuff. And this movie, I really liked it. Basically, it follows that group, the Monarch group, who we saw back in with the Kong Skull Island group. That that's the whole business of basically tracking these creatures, these gigantic creatures. And in this movie, there's like kind of like it's like coming to a head where the governments are deciding whether they should let Monarch continue to do this or should they, send in the military and just end these giant monsters, roaming, and doing their damage and stuff. And this movie is what happens when a lot of these creatures, these titans, basically when they clash. Okay, and you have the human story, which they try to interest you in, and you have Kyle Chandler, Vera Farmiga, Millie Bobby Brown, you have Ken Watanabe in this, Bradley Whitford and Sally Hawkins, Charles Dance is in this as well, and the human story they try to kind of hook you into there with their little story because that you have their little family drama and stuff without being specific. Okay, so you have that human element in it, and of course you have some humans that want to kill the creatures, some humans want to exploit the creatures, some want to destroy the creatures. Okay, and that's basically the story. And of course, seeing the monsters clash amongst each other. And I enjoyed the movie for the most part. Again, uh, I think they did take an interesting turn with some of the characters. Okay, without spoiling it, they did take some of the characters. You could kind of predict. Some characters would be for the monsters and some characters would be against the monsters. But there was a kind of a interesting choice with one of the main characters, which I don't want to spoil, and their actions and stuff, and what and how it affects basically everyone else and basically the world. Okay, and I thought that one was well done. I didn't see that coming when they actually revealed that. So I thought this movie good, and the fights I thought were excellent with the creatures. I thought the CGI, the stuff with the creatures and stuff, and Godzilla fighting and King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan. I thought those action sequences was absolutely breathtakingly fantastic. And I'm a little biased because I like these monsters, creatures. Growing up, personally, I could not stand any humans being it. It'd just be the monsters fighting each other from beginning to end. It would be my total preference for it. But I understand that you have to kind of put humans in it to try to get you to feel you know for the I guess for the world, these human peoples are our avatars, and how these monsters, the monsters are gigantic, and to them, these humans are just ants that they can just step over and destroy, and they're clashing and stuff. So you have to kind of create characters that you want to care about. And I think they're successful in some of the instances with that, with the human characters. I think some of them not so much. Okay, but I thought overall the actors themselves, I think, did a good job. Even though I think, again, some of the motivations and stuff were kind of sketchy uh, to begin with, and it kind of didn't make sense to me. But that's what it is. But the main story, the main point that I wanted to see was these monsters clashing, and I thought there was some of the best CGI fights and stuff ever. I mean, just absolutely breathtaking fights and stuff, and seeing them destroy stuff, which is the whole point of seeing these giant creatures just battling each other and stuff. And I thought Godzilla looked great. I thought King Ghidorah looked absolutely fantastic, and Mothra looked beautiful, and Rodan, which I didn't uh, expect much from his character, but I like the way they used Rodan as well in this movie, and I enjoyed it. It was entertaining to me. Again, I know the human characters sometimes they can be truly annoying, and that's I guess par for the course because I think even with those old Japanese horror, giant monster movies, they had a lot of human characters that you wanted to just get smashed and be done with them. They were irritating and stuff. So, but I understand with the point. of them trying to include human characters in this, so you feel that they could be sort of, I guess, the spokesmen for the monsters, because the monsters can't speak, obviously. So you kind of have to have people for and against them to kind of create that kind of conflict and stuff. And like I said, I think the actors did a good job. Again, the motivations to me, not so much with some of them, but I enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed it a lot. Again, I thought the fights were fantastic, and definitely enjoyed those a lot. And I definitely wouldn't mind, seeing the next step. Obviously, we know that there's supposed to be a King Kong versus Godzilla movie, because I think that they're supposed to be starting. I think they already started. They might have started filming it already and stuff, but we know that's coming, I think, for next year. So, but this movie itself, Godzilla King of the Monsters, I thought they did a good job with it overall. I thought, again, the action sequences were great, and even some of the human characters, I thought were great and fantastic. Some of them annoying, and as the case with these giant monster movies, every human is not, and sometimes you don't get as much character development in these movies. But like I said, for this type of movie, I'm not caring about character development. I just want to see the monsters clash, destroy stuff, rip things up, have the humans run away scared and all that stuff. That's basically what I want out of my Godzilla King of the Monster movie, and it delivered it for me. Okay, I know a lot of people were saying, "Oh, there's no trust me." I think there's sufficient enough character development for certain characters. Okay, everybody in the movie every human in the movie doesn't deserve character development. I thought the characters that did get it in this movie was decent enough and was okay for me. Okay, but I enjoyed this movie a lot, and I definitely this is one that's definitely better than the Godzilla that came out that Garth Edwards directed. So that was just a tease. If he would have showed it more than the Godzilla actually showed him, okay, that movie would have done a lot better than it did. But this movie, they show you the fights, and the fights are awesome, and I enjoyed it a lot. So I'm gonna give Godzilla King of the Monsters, I'm gonna give it a 7.8. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 7.8. Okay, just because I have to say that some of the motivations, and maybe I'll do a spoiler review where I can get into more detail about some of the characters and the motivations and stuff. But other than that, the fights I thought were great. Action sequence great and stuff. Even some of the human characters, I love their performances. I like Kyle Chandler anyway, in everything he does. Anyway, him and Vera Farmiga, they're good. And I thought Millie Bobby Brown was good. I thought she was going to be annoying from the first couple of trailers and stuff. But I think she did a good job in this. And Ken Watanabe is a good actor. So okay, and like I said, we saw him before in the other movie, and he was good. So Sally Hawkins. Okay, so we got good actors, and even Charles Dance good actors in this. But again, like I said, maybe I'll get into a spoiler review where I talk about some of the wacky stuff character-wise that was happening in this movie. But I enjoyed it for what it is. And again, I'm going to give Godzilla King of the Monsters a 7.8, and I'm looking forward to the next installment. Okay, which should be Godzilla versus King Kong, which I think should be awesome. Okay, although I do definitely think they're going to have to do something. Well, they're going to have to make Kong bigger, obviously, and give Kong some kind of protect, because the way Godzilla is in this movie and in other movies, Godzilla probably could roast King Kong in like 2 seconds. Okay, so they're gonna have to. I just want to see how they get around that. In this modern movie with Godzilla fighting King Kong, which I think is going to be them probably fighting probably in the beginning part of the movie, misunderstanding, and then they probably got to come together and team up and fight another monster. That's just my guess about that. But anyway, a 7.8 for me. Godzilla King of the Monsters. I enjoyed it. I would recommend you go see it. Okay. Anyway, let me know what you think of Godzilla King of the Monsters. Have you seen it? What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. And I definitely think I will do a spoiler review just so I can talk about certain characters, because trying not to talk about it is kind of hard. But I'll do that. Okay. Anyway, I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also have a link to my other channel, Paul's Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.